Okay, so I'm in the middle of the PAX Day preview event, so I haven't really played Soul Mask, but it turns out yesterday, or 2 days ago, there was a hotfix. So I'm just going to do a quick look through on these updates, and we'll talk about it, and after, we'll throw some gameplay footage or something that I have that's there, and yeah, that'll be fun. All right, dear chieftains, to provide a better gaming experience, maintenance, major updates. The perfect remodel switch will unlock in solo mode, friends mode, private server. So what is the perfect remodel switch? After their data is recorded at the mysterious stone table, the tribesmen can be remodeled and revived upon death, retaining their level proficiency and talent affixes from before death. The latest recorded tribesman data will be used when reviving a tribesman, so you don't have to re-level your guys. They can just regen. So you basically have infinite bodies just like your main body now. That's what it sounds like. That's amazing. That's going to make it better. I was going to say more better. It's going to make it more better for you to control your tribesmen, and then if they die, there's no risk reward, which is it's kind of good, kind of bad. You still lose your stuff, but you don't have to re-level your tribesmen already. So that's fantastic. So this is a huge quality of life change. From before death. In solo mode, friends mode, private server, you can adjust the tribesman cap that can be recorded via info entry coefficient. So I guess that's a control thing, I guess? You can adjust the tribesman cap that can be recorded. So I guess depending on your server, they might tell you it's max, or if you set it for yourself, you could set it to low or whatever. I guess it'll be a piece of information that private servers will have to give you to help you decide if you want to play on that server or not. No parts are needed to record tribesman info at the mysterious stone table. Remodeling tribesmen still needs equipping parts, so you can at least record them at the basic table, and then the second part, which is like a big coffin, that's where you remodel your tribesmen and bring them back. So, I mean, that makes sense. Adjust the recruitment rules for tribesmen. When a tribe has more than 10 players, the total number of recruitable tribesmen increases by 1 for each additional player. So I guess this is for clans, this is for big clans, PvP things. 1 additional player, so I guess a max of 60, maybe? I mean, you get a cap of 50 players. I'm not sure how that works. I'm not really part of a clan, so let me know in the comments, because I don't know. Experience optimizations, support for new timed enemy respawn switch in solo LAN party private server modes. When the switch is turned off, enemies will not respawn while there are players in the barrack. The switch is off by default. That's fantastic, because how many times have you been in the barracks fighting the boss, and then all of a sudden all of the guys start spawning in on your face, right? And I guess this is going to make it a little harder, because sometimes the barracks won't respawn if people keep coming in and checking to smash pots or whatever, but I guess overall this is a pretty good change. I mean, because it's better to have a long respawn timer because people keep checking the barracks than to have, you know, the whole army, the whole camp spawn on your face and then chase you down. Now the camp will notify players before barbarians respawn. That's fantastic. The 5 main bosses have different appearances depending on the difficulty level. Okay. Optimized the cast backswing interruption. I'm not sure what that is. When holding a blade or torch, players can attack while looking up or down. Well, that's good. The exclusive talent Steel Body for Flint has been adjusted to be obtainable by combat professions of the Claw, Flint, and Fang tribes. The general talent Firm Will has been adjusted to be exclusive to the Flint tribes, because depending on which tribe member you recruit, they all have these general talents that apply to them, and they have random abilities that you'll use with the G key, and I don't know what a lot of those are, and there's not a lot of detail on it, so I just hit the button and we'll see what happens. Let's see. Now when tribesmen take items, they will also take them from beehives and dismantling stations. Well, that's good. All right, dismantling stations, that's good. So your uncraft, the uncraft table, like if you have some handles or whatever in that table, and you don't have any in your boxes, they'll pull them from those stations. That's great. No need to tick the set the set queue as circulating queue. It'll auto toggle circulating queue when you confirm. That makes more sense. The pen will show the animal's quantity. That's great. The ballista won't attack the animal caught by traps. That's good. Work broadcast will only be sent to the tribe channel at the start and end. At other times, it'll show above the head. At other times, it'll only show above the head. Work broadcast. I guess the thing where it's the tribes person says, "Oh, I'm gonna go work." That's great. Patrolling tribesmen will no longer attack animals caught in traps. Okay. Player-owned monkeys will no longer die of thirst or hunger. They will take care of themselves. Will they harvest food? Because my monkeys don't do anything. The types and quantities of feathers required to unlock certain feather decorations have been adjusted, making them easier to unlock. That's good. I've been collecting parrot feathers for a while. Difficulty adjustments. Casual and easy difficult damage coefficients have been adjusted. Existing players with saved files need to click advanced settings, restore all coefficients to default to update the latest coefficients. I'm gonna have to check what my server did, and I'll go from there. I play on a 2.5 resource jump server, so we'll just see. Reduced HP of wolf, wasteland wolf, and arctic wolf. Reduce the hatred passing distance of hearing plunderers in rainforest ruins. Reduced the hatred passing distance and hearing of plunderers. Well, I guess it's easier to sneak past them or sneak up on them now. I guess that's what that is. Enhanced yield chance and output of rubber in the ground ruins of the rainforest. Okay, I haven't seen rubber yet. Material yield chances for tribal gear will increase. The material yield chances for tribal gear. Okay, so I guess when you uncraft the gear from like the tribes, I guess you'll get some of their material or dye maybe. That's pretty good. Private server management has nothing to do with me. Mount optimizations after dismount. It'll revert to the armed status as it was before mounting by default. Enhanced mount speed. Speeds of corresponding wild creatures will also increase slightly. So they increase the speeds of animals in general, looks like. Fix the issue where the remaining captured mounts and pets couldn't be controlled by anyone after the owner's character was deleted. Fix the issue where pressing equals to keep walking, the mount still walks away on its own after dismount. Optimize process of capturing jaguars, that's nice. Reduce the quantity of jaguar footprints you need to collect. Reduce the time needed to track down the female jaguars. Extended tracking failure countdown. Shortened females' field of view, increased the distance needed to track them down, added a notification, finding food tracking when players are within the range, changed the notification when players are too far away and exceed the max tracking distance, shortened the female jaguar spawn area properly, reduced chance of female jaguars getting stuck in terrain. So just made it easier, nicer for capturing the jaguars, which is kind of cool. And then bugs. Fix the issue where a player can't enter the room if the password contains special characters. Anti-climb thorns. Issue while carrying NPC and being squeezed to death by anaconda would cause the NPC becomes abnormal. Carrying people is abnormal while sitting on a grass mat stool. Abnormal display preview window after hiding the mask. Just different things here, I guess. So I don't completely care. Fix the issue where the mysterious disdain can be used on tribesmen that are not the original character created by players. So you could reset somebody else's tribesman, which would be a problem. So I could see how that would be an issue in PvP servers. So in general, I like how they cleaned up some of the processes and stuff. And yeah, I can't wait for the PAX Day event to end so I can jump back into Soul Mask and start making some progress and maybe get out of the rainforest. That would be pretty sweet. So that's that. I gotta get back to work. Monday at 3 p.m. is when the PAX Day event ends, and I'll have to drop a video about my feelings on the whole thing. And after that, I'll be back to Soul Mask, which is a game that I actually like to play. So, yeah, these changes were cool. I'm a couple days late. Oh well, you're welcome.